These are the professions
that cheat the most.
Yeah, we got teachers on there, trainers, education. We got retail on there. The military, hospital is on here. Nightlife, strippers, OnlyFans. That's all in the, I guess, nightlife. Aviation, which is like
Pilots and stewardesses.
When men see women in nightlife, it's almost a percentage game. Men do have a right to feel insecure. Like, we're human. Insecurities is just a human emotion. The kid get cheated on all day. Y'all be keep saying it's insecure. Like, a secure get cheated on too. If I met you at the club, another can meet you at the club too. It's almost like how you got them is how you lose them.
If you want me to quit today, what you doing for me?
Right.
It's like, you got to make it make sense. I'll stop today if you're going to take on that toll.
Speaking of holding on, welcome guys to another episode of Fix My Black Lessons with the one and only Big 12, man. Hey, we got a beautiful show for you guys today, man. We got 4 of the best men that I know, including myself. We got Mr. Rogers, and we got Mr. Murph Almighty from Black Light TV, man. How y'all doing today?
All right. Can't complain,
like a villain.
Speaking of can't complain, last but not least, plane ride, Cadillac driving, get stealing, willing and dealing. Son of a gun. My good friend, Ira the Butcher. What's going on, brother? Happy New Year.
Hey, Happy New Year to all y'all guys, man.
Same to you, brother.
Now, I know y'all seen the little video we just played.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, man. They are missing. I know that's a little short, but they missing a lot of goddamn jobs off that list.
Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Rogers? You got one to add to it?
Oh yeah, the 12-hour warehouse job, the factory job, the 12-hour plant job. That's number one on my list there.
What about you, Mr. Murphy?
I had to go out the box a little bit, man. I think I want to say astronauts.
That's one.
How many you gonna give with well, it's supposedly in the same area, but astronauts and aeronautics and stuff like that. I think that they kind of I think that they probably in the top, yo. Think about that.
Astronauts. Okay. All right. What about you, Aaron?
The medical field is the biggest field out here. When it comes to that type of position, because there's the medical field is the great one. You got so much in the medical field that is unbelievable. If you ever drive by like big hospitals like Duke University Hospital or a Wake Med or big old hospitals down in Florida and stuff, the medical hospital have a variety of different operation positions for people that makes great money, going places, travel. You even got the pharmaceuticals people that travel abroad. I know people that travel to China, Japan, different areas, just for the business in the medical field, to check out different instruments, to check out certain companies that making certain pharmaceutical medicine and stuff like that. The medical field for me, is the most glamorized, also profitable business in the world. If it wasn't for medical business and medical, even anything remotely in that, if you ever tap into that, man, I know a guy that tapped into it, man, and making a killing. Yeah.
On the cheating side or the money side, like he making a killing, like sleeping with the women.
Money.
He making a killing, making the money.
Money side, yeah. But here's the thing: if you talking about on the cheating side,
that's what we talking about. Yeah, that's what we trying to get at.
Now, if you were talking about cheating side, the person that really banging them down in the schoolhouses, in the medical field, is the maintenance man.
The nigga with them keys. The nigga with them keys.
I knew a guy, Big 12. I think I mentioned this to you. I knew a guy that had a switch hospitals. You know why he had to switch hospitals? Because the nurses and all these women with all these degrees and stuff was screwing the crap out of him. And he had to go to another hospital in order to save his marriage because he stopped dealing with his own wife. So they was giving him right there in the maintenance room.
Sexual healing. God.
Now, but if we could just hang in there real quick on one of Black Light TV Never Too Much podcast, I was telling Murph, I asked Murph, I say, hey, man, when the last time you had your could sit back like this? And he said it's been a long time. Hey, them niggas with them keys ain't got no responsibility, and they is dropping dick all up and through that hospital, man. You ain't bullshitting, but see, for me, man, like depending on the gender. Now, don't take this the wrong way, ladies, but any female that could work at a job where you could wear them spandex leggings, and any woman that wears Michael Jordan tennis shoes to work, I think all them is hoes. Real talk.
Even why you say that? Why you say that about the J's, bro?
Hey, bro. Next time you go to Walmart, just hey, take a look for yourself. Take a look for yourself. It's something about Michael Jordan tennis shoes, man. It's just a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no different than the dude that wear Michael Jordan tennis shoes to work, or the nigga that wear cologne. Like, you working in a warehouse. What you got on Jordans for? That's to attract the bitches. Or the niggas that like, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, I worked at a job one time, man. We had a nigga, man. You know, I don't know if y'all familiar with, workplace husbands, right?
Yeah.
I believe that every job got 1 to 2. It's rarely 3 or more. We had a nigga named, we used to call him Dirty Dick Keith. Dirty Dick Keith been giving all them young girls with the Michael Jordan tennis shoes that come in there, hey, bro, herpes, all kind of STDs. Allegedly. And once
I say this: any job that you spend more time with your coworker than your spouse, 9 times out of 10, you gonna create a work wife or a work husband.
That's right, and I agree with you. Now, Murph, you said astronaut.
Yeah, he threw me with that one. He threw me with that one there.
That was astronomical.
We can keep it on Earth too. But I was kind of joking a little bit because we got them astronauts stuck in space right now. What you think they doing? You think they sitting there playing tic-tac-toe? Hey, when you get up there, man, you up there getting crazy. I don't care they men and men, women and women, they up there getting busy. I don't care what nobody tell you, okay? You're up there for years. Nah, we not keeping it professional here. You're not even on this planet. You getting busy, okay? Because ain't no way in hell they up there getting real crazy. Think about the gravity. You got this whole other thing. You probably can't even get pregnant up there. But the real part I was thinking was like, but just besides astronauts, but like stewardess, air flight stewardesses and stuff like that. You ain't got to fly them in. They got their men in every little state that's gonna hook them up, get them right, and they nobody know. That's what I think. I think the air flight, them pilots, they got a hole in every area code. That stewardess, somebody picking up every stop she got another one.
And not only that, truck drivers as well, man.
Good God Almighty. Hey, especially them over the road truck drivers.
Man, digging like a struck match probably.
Let me tell you, my ex-wife, my kid's mama is a truck driver. And she called me up one day and she said, Butch, she said, I'm going to tell you something. Prostitution is real. These women out here selling more ass than you never imagine. This is what she's telling me. They're selling more ass. And then they wait around for certain trucks to come in. They know the truck that's coming in. She said,
come Big Blue.
Right. She named the states. I don't want to put it out there, but she named this. I almost put it out there. She named one of the states that was huge in it. Huge in it.
Hey, Butch, hey, Butch, you ain't got to put it out there. Let me put it out there. I know exactly what you're talking about. Memphis, Tennessee.
I knew he was gonna say Memphis.
And Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
What's the street name? Bissonnette. They got a movie on Tubi. And for all you movie lovers out there, stay tuned for Fix My Black Excellence. I'm coming out with a new show called To Be Continued, where I'm gonna give reviews to Tubi movies. But yes, Butcher, you are exactly right. Houston, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, and also on Tubi, they got a movie called Lot Lizard. It's coming to you soon.
Yep.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
So we reckon all this cheating come from what? Not happy at home, or the thrill of the rush, or what is it? What causing these people to do this?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I believe a lot of it is come from you see how people got their social media platform and people, you think folks are doing so good, but not. Let me say this: 90% of what people are actually posting is all false narrative. They're really not living the life that they think people think that they living.
I know that's right.
I know people that post stuff and live in a car. They live on the street. They live in places where you have to rent out a room at. They live different areas. But a lot of women are struggling because why? They're by themselves. And they got to do exactly what they got to do to get that money. Let me give you a prime example. And I hate to bring this person up. And I pray that my family don't see this. I had an aunt, a prostitute. And when she got 62 years old, she thought she was supposed to get Social Security.
What?
She got denied.
I bet.
Because she never worked a day in her life. Her life on her back.
Wow, that's like a drug dealer, ain't it?
Right.
Dang, man, bro. All the years you hustling, when you get old, you can't get nothing. And now you become the future homeless people.
Yep, she sold more ass than you could ever imagine.
And ain't got nothing to show for it now.
Ain't got nothing to show. Lived in her mama house all her life.
Wow.
Well, shit, man. You know, also to answer your question, Mr. Rogers, a lot of times, like you said, the jobs where you got to spend a lot of hours. See, I got a top 5, but I'll leave y'all with 3. My number 1 job got to be CNA, like Butch said. 2 would be corrections officer.
Oh,
working in the prison.
Lord have mercy.
And 3, any motherfucker working in the gas station.
Time out.
No gas station.
You see the CNA?
Yeah.
The one
They
working
live
in the doctor's office?
Yeah.
They in the hospital longer than they at home.
Yeah. They getting dick down.
Oh, that explains a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Hold on.
I thought they were helping people. I thought they were working hours helping people.
That is helping people.
They helping people now, but you know what I'm saying?
That's help.
The school janitor.
That's a lot of help. That keep crime down.
Yeah. The school janitor getting it in too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That keep grades up.
So hold on. Y'all
in
the school janitor, the college school janitor humping all the kids.
Oh,
no, we talking about the teachers.
We teachers.
High school janitor mess with the high school children.
The teachers, maybe the kids too, but I know they get the teachers. I know they got some of them got the teachers.
Well, if you want to bring the children into it, but you know the teachers as well. Them niggas, them PE coaches, the football coach, and if you want to go outside the school, the little league football
coach. PE coach 12, that's the one. You right. That PE coach. Yeah, he ordered their shit. He said he act like all their shit came too small. He ain't tricking nobody. Oh, we only had a medium. Put that on, Chelsea.
Well, shit, let me tell y'all a brief story, man. You know, Miss 12, man, has a great personality, right? So people tend to love to speak to her. When we was having little Levin, the two nurses that took care of my wife, they love to come in there and talk and gossip. Guess what we found out?
What was that?
One of them was dating the janitor that worked at the job, right? At the hospital. She tell us their life story, how many kids they got and all this shit like that. So then that's on first shift. On second shift, that nurse was also fucking the janitor on the job, but she was pregnant. So the second day, the first shift nurse came in there talking shit about the second shift nurse and how she don't know how she gonna fix her relationship. So they asking Miss 12 all these goddamn questions about what you think I should do and Like, let's just be real.
Very unprofessional.
You knew who that nigga was. You know what I'm saying? And like Butch say, if he got to go to a different hospital just because he done caused so much commotion at that motherfucker, he just gonna do the same thing at another hospital. But I think, we spoke on this last time, us as black people, we're not just all black people, man, just anybody. You picked the wrong motherfucker in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a nigga, man, he got in a relationship, because I used to work at the mental health hospital. He got in a relationship with one of his coworkers because he ain't had no car, so they could what they call it, carpool.
Mm-hmm.
They was able to carpool. He ended up moving in with her because he ain't had no place to stay. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of this shit be out of necessity and being a nutting ass nigga. But I think for the most part, man, all these jobs where whether it be Dirty Dick Keith, the janitor with the keys, the astronaut like Murph say, or like you say, Mrs. Rogers, at the warehouse, when you spending more time away from your family, a woman that looked like on a scale of 1 to 10, she might be a 3. But after you done seen this woman 100 days straight, she might end up, you ever seen the movie Shallow Hal?
That 3 go to that 5, man.
3 goes to an 8 real quick. You know what I'm saying?
And let's keep it in perspective. Some of us benefit from that too now. Some of us get to hang around them. I mean, we talking in general, of course, because I got to. But when you think about it, I mean, some of these ugly ass niggas get to hover around these women that they would never get the chance to be around if they wasn't stuck around them all day and get to simp on them a little bit. And I got you something for Christmas. And when he drop you off, I got this for you. And I got you look in your bag, look in your locker type shit. That ugly ass, that nigga with that bird nest head, when all that growing around, he getting some kind of way. He got to get.
Oh,
you gotta get close
work.
somehow.
You talking about the work?
Yeah. It ain't just the women. The men benefit too.
Yeah.
He going home to nothing. He get to work. He can't wait to get back to work to see old girl. Lisa here today. God damn.
You got a point there, bro.
Man, that man whole life get to be around Lisa, man. He don't care. He ain't never get married. He want to be side. Yeah. It ain't just the women. The men get living good off that too.
And I can see that. Now, I looked up some some information about this, man. And I looked at there was a law firm by the name of Simon's Law Group, and they deal with a lot of divorce. So they gave us top 5, and number 5 was firefighters. Number 4, police officers.
What?
Number 3 was bartenders. Number 2 is military personnel, and number 1 was pilots and flight attendants. Now
I told. Hey, I made the top 5 now. I told you.
Hey, let me ask a serious question, and then just be honest with me. If you can, Big 12, you ain't got to answer this. On the jobs that y'all ever worked, have you ever screwed a baddie on your job?
I know I have. I know I have. I ain't gonna lie. I have. Yeah, back in the days. Listen, I just go to work just for that.
Now I think we've all been young, dumb, and full of you know what I mean.
I've been taken advantage of.
Yeah,
I've been the work husband. I've been the work man. I've been the work husband, boy. I played that role.
I had a dyke that had a girlfriend. I ain't gonna call her name. And she would come in, and one day she came in and she said, "I love the way you smell." That's all she kept saying. "I love the way you smell." And I was a supervisor, and she fucked the position. She come in every day. "I love the way you smell." I met her girlfriend. They all stayed together. Her and her girlfriend stay together. So one day she comes back. She's in my office in the back room, way in the back, no cameras, none of that. And she said, "You got to give me some of that dick today." No, I mean, real talk, no cap. You got to give me some of that dick. So what I did, I ain't even think about it. So what I did, I pushed stuff to the doors to block the doors so nobody.
Right.
So I cut the office light out. Need I say more?
See, he part of the problem. See, he had tell him you had to tell him what number Jordans you had on too.
I had no Jordans.
He had that Jordan cologne on. He had that cologne and Jordans on 12. Yeah, he did. He had on some square toes. He had on some. Everybody got on work boots. He got on shoes. He in the office. Something happened. He smelling good. He got the cologne on 12.
That's a good one in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, okay, so now check this out, Butch. Let me show you something real quick.
What your stud name is, cuz?
Big Fabo, man. Y'all know
Alright, I'm fucking with that, but what your real name is? What your stud name is, bro?
Day off Friday, and not the one that's running. I'm a back to your shit.
But what your real name is?
Ladasha.
Yeah. What your stud name is?
Man, woo baby, man, you know what's going on, man. Don't fuck around, man.
I'm fucking with that, but what your real name is?
Alizé.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
What the?
So your stud name is?
They call me Big Red, also Diamond.
So what your friend name is?
Diamond E.
What your stud name is?
Ziggy, baby.
But what your real name is?
Ashley.
Hey,
You need to stay a stud.
What your stud name is?
Kilo. Big strap. Hit in a big
Yeah, but what your real name is though?
T-Ager. I like
Take your ass fry that chicken, bro.
They get so emotional when they say their real
What your stud
name.
name is?
Yanni B. Fly.
This is a
That's
joke.
what's up, but what's your real name is though?
Ayana.
Hey,
Yeah, man. 12
That's the
gone,
world we're
but-
living in.
Man, look, I'm gonna just go ahead and address the elephant in the room, yo. Keep y'all hands off these children till they get old enough, because boy, they end up dyking bad, bro.
Wow.
These kids have been that's abuse.
Yeah.
That's a
Pretty
sign of abuse.
Was y'all able to view that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I saw them abused children.
Yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
Big 12 got a song coming out. Studs keep stealing my drawers. Just wait till I drop that for y'all, man. I had to come back, man. My screen was messing up, but Mr. Rogers, last time you told me you was in the military, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is very touching to me because my daddy, see, I'm a junior. You know what I'm saying? Richard Strong Jr. My daddy was in the military, right? That nigga don't even know my birthday.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Do you agree with that law firm when they say that military personnel be cheating the way they do?
Yeah, they cheat because one home and one abroad, and the one abroad gonna mess with other women. The female gonna mess with other men because you don't see your spouse. Like if you don't see your spouse, all it takes is a week, 2 weeks. Hey, and listen, what I find is women cheat more than men in the military.
I believe that.
Yes, it's the women doing all the cheating.
Yeah.
What 12 said in that list, all things had in common. If he read that back, everybody is in a position in that subculture of power. The
only one that's not in there is a bartender. But
right?
I see what you're saying though.
And a bartender serves you pours your troubles. He pours your spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, the barber is something like the barber. On the bartender, is something like the bar. I used to cut hair, and the barber's a pillar of the community. And they'll people hair I used to cut. You know everything about them. They tell you everything, bro. Think about the things you tell your barber. We won't discuss it with nobody, but a lot of that stuff, we even back in the day, the barbershop talk that come from people just spilling their guts in the barbershop, being a safe place for men to talk. So even with the Mav Hoffa joint, he do it in the barbershop a lot of the times. But when the stuff that 12 named, that actually brought a lot of perspective to it when you think about it. Like it's a lot of power dynamic to that, man. I felt what was the number one thing he said?
Flight attendant or something like that.
Yeah,
that was like the last, but he said something was number one, and that was profound.
What was number one? Flight attendant.
Yeah, pilots and flight attendant.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, what was number 5? So I can't believe I actually got it right. But what was number?
Firefighter.
Firefighter. Yo, do you realize saving someone's life is a way a lot of these people be meeting each other and stuff like that? I can't think of no other way. A firefighter. Firefighters get to leave the house a lot. Wait, how does that work? They get to leave at when they stay alive.
Hey Murph, I knew a guy, and maybe you can answer. I'm glad you said you was a barber, or you used to be a barber.
But them barbers be fucking too.
I knew a barber that he used to have women to come in there, and he'll say, "Come in here," and he'll cut their kids' hair for free.
Mm-hmm.
A guy named told him, "Say if you keep on doing that, you ain't gonna have no business, because what you're doing is bringing women in to cut all these kids' head, which is money for that ass." Right. You know, that dude went out of business, man.
Of course he did.
Yeah,
because eventually the dads had to get their hair cut too, and it's so been making no damn sense. Why my kid getting 4 haircuts a month, and I'm still looking crazy over here. And my kid looking beautiful, got all the designs, and got all this. We ain't pay. I know I ain't paying for that. And it's just like, and my son he know my barber name, and he excited to go. And this is something wrong. Investigation. But by then it's too late, baby. He already in free haircut land, baby. He done got him. He done, and guess what? And he know how to do the eyebrows for her. So now he doing the eyebrows too in the chair. Like he hooking up, like. Boom, and got the curtain extra long over the drape so he could play and have fun while he in there, and they gonna do a little fun. Yeah, I done seen it all, man. I done seen them, man. I seen one. She closed the curtains herself when she walked in.
Wow, I was in a barber shop one
time. They went in the back and yeah.
Yeah, I was in a barber shop one time. This guy that was cutting my, I did not know he was a pastor of a church. I didn't know. Yeah. This lady walks in, sits down, and this is what she said. What happened? And he says, don't bring my business in my job. Just like that. She said, what happened? And you don't want me to act up in here. He said, I'll get with you in a second. So what he did, he stopped cutting my beard. I had a beard at the time he was shaping up. And he goes in the back with her. Don't know what happened. She left out. And I said to myself, bruh, I want to tell him you're gonna lose everything for that tail, bruh. Get off for some tail. And it wasn't his woman. It was some side chick that he was getting, but he tried to preach to me that he's doing the righteous thing.
You know how that is.
Yeah, I
can tell you exactly what happened, but
yeah,
hey, he took her back there and jumped off the dresser, bro. That's exactly what he did. He knocked her coochie loose.
Oh, he
and knock off real quick.
He gave her some money.
Yep.
Yeah. And he gave her a temper on the side.
That hush money. Hush money.
He said, come back later. I'm gonna do your eyebrows too. I'm gonna tweeze them up real nice, man. Just shut up. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Before the next one come.
Yeah.
Guess what? Yeah, cause they're gonna overlap one day. He gonna get in trouble because one woman gonna catch the vibe of the other one. That's what I saw happen. 2 women was in there, and he was trying to be too professional, and one caught the vibe off the other one. Like, you usually not so professional, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of, without nobody saying nothing, they all knew what was going on. And boy, a lot of answers was tight in there. You know how you just, let me go outside and smoke a cigarette because this about to get crazy. Like, all of a sudden, you better get quick with them clippers. I'm telling you, boy, that shit getting, women don't care. Yo, women don't care. Women realize that there is no limit to their anger. No one can be checked. No one can check a woman's anger without being looking over aggressive and looking like they're manhandling that woman. And by the time someone walking up the street see that, they're going to get your hands off of her. Like, she done punched 4 niggas in the mouth. What are you talking about? She mad because the barber done waxed this other woman. Yo, it's wild in the bar. It's wild at these professions, man. I done seen it. Man, every job. The better question would probably be, what job ain't fucking?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think the job ain't the problem.
Mm.
You know, the world we live in,
talk to him,
man.
12.
Like, we got so many people like that love toxic relationships.
Yeah.
That video that we did the other day, the news story when the girl got, you know, came over there hollering about a phone and shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of motherfuckers love being in toxic relationships, man. And I go even one step further. All these jobs that we done talked about today, I really think people fall in love with the thrill more than anything. You know, the thrill of getting caught while fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, attention seekers.
Porn fantasies.
I agree with that.
They got fantasies.
Imagine you in the goddamn, the little lock closet, the little lock room, knocking her down. Your boss opened up the door. And how you gonna go home and explain that shit to your wife? How you gonna go home and explain that shit to your husband?
You can't, bro. You can't, bro. You can't, bro. They got you, bro.
So much, bro. Motherfuckers do so much dumb shit, and then
now you lost it all, bro.
I missed the question.
Somebody that we both knew, right? Made a comment about the video that we did the other day, and he said, "Why can't y'all give people the solution to the problem rather than making fun of it?" What can we tell a stupid motherfucker that was in his house, police outside? This motherfucker said, just wait till I go get my gun. Then he said he gonna spit on the motherfucking cop. Then he said he gonna do all this shit, right? What the fuck can I do with a laptop and a mic? What can I say to then make that young man not be idiotic?
Nothing.
Facts.
Nothing.
You want to know? You want to know who made this comment?
Who made it?
I'm gonna have to tell y'all offline, man. I don't want to, you know what I mean? You was on the phone at one time. We was, you know, me and him were going at it. Going at it. I'll just say that right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He gonna see this thing if he saw it, unless he unsubscribed. Well, that was over there on Blacklight, right? So he probably
yeah. But I just wanted to, I had to throw that out there, man, because you know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck can I do?
Yeah.
Bro, you know how many people I done gave good advice to? Just like y'all mentioned. Hey, man, you might want to stop fucking all these hoes. They kept fucking them anyway.
Yep.
Right.
Until they lost his business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, man, I just be, you know, shit like that really bother me, man. It don't bother me, man. I like to act like it bothers me so I could try to make content with it, man. For real. You know what whatever you do in your house, man, keep on doing it.
There used to be a place downtown, used to be called Zydeco's or Classico, something like that. Downtown in a area that I used to stay at in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I was in there. I came in through the front door to pay my way to come in and see this band play. And he had a cousin that was a female that came in to help manage his business. And the black guy ran a wonderful business. This is what she said. There were 5 women showed up at the door at one time. 5 women. And it happened with the point where me and my homeboys was at the door. This is what his cousin said that came down to help run the business. She said, he's going to lose his whole ass with bitches. This is what she said. A year and a half later, he lost everything.
Damn.
Year and a half
Damn.
later. Yep. It's not there no more.
Yo. I seen, I'll tell you one. I'm gonna make it quick. I had a friend when I was working in shipping and receiving. So the man, I had two coworkers that worked together. His baby's mother worked at the same place. So I got one guy, he got his baby mama there. One guy, he works there, but he's married. Wife not there. This guy and this guy work together. He starts messing with this dude's woman. So the other guy walks in one day and he says, "Yo, I appreciate you, brother." So we look like, what do you mean by appreciate? So the other guy like, yeah, cool, all right, whatever. So he doesn't understand what's going on. So he go on to work, we go on to work. Cloud will be my witness too. The man come in, he mad. This dude comes in mad. Man, I need to talk to you, man. Come outside. Why is this man upset? Because he walked off and met another guy who saw her and told, oh man, the way she slobbed me down last night, man, head crazy, man. You need to try that. This dude married. He messing with this dude's woman.
Good God.
He wants to fight somebody because
he do it wrong.
He feel cheated on right now because somebody told him other than this nigga is hitting her too. Bruh, he almost threw up in there. He was ready to throw up, and I don't understand how he was like, I used to eat off her plate. I'm eating off her food at lunchtime, man. And realize, like, man, well, what about the dude who taking her home every day? How you think he felt? And you you married. Like, but he upset. That's in a nutshell how people. I think when people get that badge, they clocking into a whole other world. Like, people, hey, honey, I'm home. Honey, right. I'm home. House number 2. Like, nah, G.
Now, Aaron, but hey, man, you brought up a city that is near and dear to our heart, man. Check this out.
New overnight, one man has been seriously injured in a shooting. Raleigh police tell us it happened just after 11:15 last night at a home on DeMille Place. The victim was transported to the hospital. There's no update on his condition at this time. One man, though, has been taken into custody. For any updates, you can check out our website, cbs17.com.
Now, Mr. Rogers told me that he wanted to ask you a question, and that's just a precursor. We all know about what happened last night in New Orleans. Do you think, Mr. Rogers?
Hey, all right, check it out. You the oldest on the panel, so I want to know what it was like, or what time period you think that Black people, the American Black man, was doing good, or do you see we going backwards? Do you see us getting better, or do you see us getting worse? If so, where was the time you think we were actually doing good in America?
I'm glad you asked. The first part question is, do I think we're getting better, or are we going back? We're going backwards. We're not getting better. The platform of social media have really pushed us far back than you can ever imagine.
Wow.
Because now you got young women that don't even, or even women today don't even respect the men that's abroad right now. They have more high demands on you than they do themselves. When they look out, you got to understand, a lot of young women as well as men, they live in a own state of mind that things that's not even real. So I've even shared that in the next probably about 25 to 30 years, Black folks may push themselves back into slavery. And where we was doing good, I would say maybe in the 1900s. There was a vast education that Black folks had caught up with white America in the 1900s to the 1967s and stuff like that. We was more family orientated and we educated ourselves. We wasn't divided as we are today. What is dividing us today is the social media, the content that's going on in social media. Everybody about somebody, but don't want to be told about how to do things. We have been confused on both sides. We don't have understanding no way of how. Now you got the trend of now you just got women just trying to raise young men as well as young girls, and the way about of doing it, the fatherless homes is all-time high. Now you have young men don't even try to chase or date women no more. We've been fed a false analysis of this world that right now we beyond a state of emergency. We're in a house that's burning, and apparently don't nobody want to talk about it. There's no leaders in Black communities no more because we don't have a community. We just have a culture of almost ignorance. If you look at everything that's surrounding Black folks today, if you turn on any show or any television show, let me ask you this question right here, and I want you to please be honest with me. And what I'm going to ask you: will you move in the hood today? Let me ask you that question: will you move in the hood today?
No.
Why wouldn't you move in the hood? If you're so concerned about where Black folks are going today, why wouldn't you move in the hood?
Safety. My concern would be safety.
Okay. But you love your Black folks, right?
Yeah, I do.
So what is it about Black folks that you don't have safety around?
I noticed they would kill each other first before they kill outside their race. They would take their anger out on the same people that look like them.
That's so
before
true.
They take it out.
That's so true. Because you know why? We wake up every day in a state of a mind that I got to kill a nigga. We wake up every day to say that. And here's the sad thing. And I'm not going to jump on the hip hop culture. I'm not going to jump on that. But I can blame the mess of hip hop culture. I can speak the hip hop culture, but that's a whole different platform. But where we are today, are we going forward? We may think that we're going forward. If something break off in this country right now, we are in dire need, brother. We are going to be the hand at our masses. A lot of folks don't have guns. A lot of folks don't know how to protect themselves. A lot of people don't know how to hunt, kill, how to build something for themselves. They don't. We rely on the same system that the white man relies on. And I don't take nothing from white folks. White folks going to be what white folks are going to deal with white folks' issue. I deal with Black folks' issue and the things that's going on today. And I'm glad you asked me that question. We are in trouble. We are in dire strait, and the house is on fire, and it is almost about burnt to the ground. And there's no fireman, and nobody else is coming to the light, to pour water on it, to out it. We are in trouble. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you preaching to the choir now.
Yeah, that sounds like Dr. Claude Anderson, then, man. We done, bro.
Claude Anderson said, "Goddamn, we ain't no better than the slaves that were freed."
Yeah, I told a young lady the other day that in the next 20 to 30 years, and I pray that I'll be gone from him. I'm 54 now. In the next 20 or 30 years, I believe Black folks are going to eclipse themselves back into slavery. They're going to push themselves back. You may disagree with me. I
want to, but I can't. I want to.
Right. It sounds crazy, but the way we going,
I can't.
Let me ask you this question.
I wish I could disagree with you. Just.
Okay. Let me ask you this quick question right here, Murph. Let me ask you this: if we came from civilization, how we go into slavery?
You said how will we go into slavery?
No. If we came from civilization, and I want you to listen to it before you answer it. If we came from great civilization, kings and queens, how do we go into slavery?
Well, I mean, based off history, it shows that we were kind of naive. But if you look at today, I think it's more so the fact that we let the government decide a lot of things, whether whether it's relationships or with our children or whatever. I think the fact of the matter is, once the government is feeding you and you don't have to work or do certain things to survive, society collapses. They did a lot of studies on that before they even did it, and that's why we in that. I mean, it's a little help, but I'm about accountability, so I really just feel like it's a lack of accountability. We enjoy the shit we do, because it's praise and there's no shame. There's no hey, how could you do that? We all tolerating now. We tolerate any bullshit, anything, and we let it fly. And if you don't like it, you're a hater. So with you're gonna live free when it's doing that. When you only live once, but you only die once too. I don't know. It seems that's how it seemed to me. It seems like when somebody feeds you from the government, when the government feeds you, this is what you end up with. That's how we will end up. That's how we go from great people back to slaves, is because we will rely on an outside source for our resources, our medicine, our education, our our electricals and all of that stuff. We don't have any of those resources. So once somebody decides, oh, you don't like me, well, I'll take it from you, or I'll give it to you if you do this. Our whole households are based off money.
Go ahead.
Can I chime in real quick? But
okay, go ahead.
I think that when they was trading, they was trading, doing a lot of trading and shit, bartering and stuff. I think that goddamn the same problem we have today is probably the same thing that got us fucked up back then. The love of that damn gun, man. If I could just show you something real quick, like a lot of the young guys nowadays, they like the Glock 9mm with the switches and stuff. Let me show you how ignorant this shit has gotten now, if you don't mind.
Sure.
A cop.
You feel me? You know where you at?
I'm just gonna go this way.
What? No, you're not going none of this. You stuck over here now.
What is he doing, bro?
He doing what he doing.
Hey, no, we filming a funny video. We filming a funny video. Oh shit! Oh shit!
God damn!
Oh, my mama, I bought it down.
Hey, what the?
Look, your last man, I freeze it. I turn it in the 4th of July. I blow your ass to smithereens.
Bro, no, this dude's tripping. Is that real, bro?
You wanna find that?
I swear to God, I don't.
Right now.
No, it's good. You good? It's good.
I don't care nothing about no funny videos.
But
Don't let Loc Dog have babies.
Can you see what the fuck he got in his hand?
Mm-hmm. There's also a video where a guy goes through the hood with a PlayStation and get robbed.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. So I would like to, I would love to liken it to to that. Because I'm a history buff myself, man, and Africans have been conquering other Africans forever. But I'm also one to think that all of us ain't come from over there. But to answer your question with the civilization, man, I just think that a lot of people got tricked. For one, whether it was the trading for the European weapons or alcohol, liquor. Those have to be my number two. And, a lot of people say that the European used the Bible. Kind of like the Shaka Zulu story and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Religion is a powerful tool that they use in the Black community to control the masses of Black folks, to brainwash the masses of Black folks as well. But I'll say this. I'll say this right here. Everybody ain't your kind. Even your own folks ain't your kind. You may have cousins that think a whole different way. They ain't your kind. You may have a different morals and standards that's different than their morals and standards. That's not your kind. We may have bloodline relatives related to, but guess what? He may not be my kind. His thinking is different. His ways is different. His attitude is different. I live over here, even though we live in different dynamics of this world. But everybody that I associate with, we may say, "Hey, my brother, what's going on?" That's just speaking term. That's just greeting term. But when it comes to my people that I deal with, there's certain circles of people that everyone deals with in their own circle. That is their kind. They like to deal with. They like to socialize with. Big 12, you socialize with certain people. You don't socialize with everybody. Why? Because everybody don't think the way Big 12 think. Murph. Everybody don't think the way Murph thinks. Everybody don't go. You're not gonna see Murph go in the hood and stay in the hood and hang with the boys in the hood. Murph, you're not gonna do that. Why? Because the boys in the hood don't think the way you think. Our thinking is way different than the thought pattern of folks of where they're coming from. So how do we get to this dynamics? How do we occur ourselves to get here? There's vast things that happen in the modern world that we live today. We always trying to ask the question to get an understanding of the question, trying to realize the question, but don't know the answer to the question. Again, we're in a house that's burning down, it's on fire. And then you don't see nobody going to save the hood. Everybody want to talk about the hood. Everybody want to speak on the hood. Everybody want to speak about prostitution, drug violence, gang violence, addiction, prostitution, and all these things. But you don't see nobody even preachers on the corners or preachers just in the pool pit. Ain't nobody coming out to try to save or help or get an understanding of where people are going and coming from. Because why? People understand their own kind. People understand where they at. I understand where I'm at. I deal with folks on my level, people that I deal with on a day-to-day basis, folks that in economical structure, people that's going somewhere, people that's building. But guess what? There's a lot of folks that's going to be left behind. And it's already happening. The world right now in America is coming to the have and the have-nots, and it's already been going on for the past 25 years. And if you ain't caught up to that mechanism yet, you're going to be lost and left behind. And that's just pure facts.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you 100%, man. So, us here at Fix My Black Excellence, man. If y'all got the solution down in the comments, man, by all means, man, go put them in there.
But Big 12, what is the solution of for black folks in America?
What's the solution?
What do you think should be a solution? If you don't know, I understand. Murphy,
this is the thing, man. Now okay. We done talked about it.
I want to say it. I try to say it every episode.
We was talking about it earlier. Me, Murph, and Mr. Rogers. We just all for self.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If we can't come together and do one thing, I think in the past, man, if y'all are familiar with the basketball player Larry Johnson, he used to play for the New York Knicks, the Charlotte Hornets.
Oh, did.
He also in college, I think he played for the
UNLV. Yep.
He brought up how he thought about why can't the players just get together and just have their own league. Not too long after he said that, he no longer had a job.
Yeah.
So the fear of losing one's wealth versus let's all get together. Because I don't know if y'all saw it. I think when COVID hit, when the NBA players was going around to the high school gymnasiums and shit like that, like if Ice Cube can create the big three by himself, then why can't all these millionaires and billionaires that, our black leaders and shit, why ain't none of them built a goddamn grocery store yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just all of them will build. You go to Atlanta. You'll T.I. He got his own restaurant. 2 Chainz, he got his own restaurant. Donald Glover got his own restaurant. Puff Daddy had a restaurant. Between them 4, they could have built 3-4 grocery stores and just keep it going. But, niggas like to shine, including myself, so we all for self, and until we can come to a some kind of understanding, man, I think the saying goes, these 5 fingers are weak, but when you put them together, it's a mighty force. We have refused to become the fist that we need, that we all like to put on shirts and shit like Black Lives Matter and stuff. But what you got to share, Murph?
Well, no, I agree with you 100%. I mean, I always, a lot of people always say, when black men together, black man, we need to get together, we need to do this, we need to do that. I agree, but I'm more so with the women on this. It's up to the women because what women find socially acceptable is what's going to happen out here. Men don't create the narrative. We live by certain standards, but at the same time, we here for a reason. We here to get these women. We here to be with a woman. We here to find a woman. When we raise to get with women. I don't know about when girls grew up. A lot of women grew up. They probably grew up to Beyonce and all my ladies independent, but men want women for the most part. So if I want a woman and she don't want a loser, and I can't find a woman who will accept the loser, I hate to put it on the women, but I mean, men will do whatever you let them do, and when we realize we'll become doctors if a woman, if that's what it takes. It's that simple, man. To me, it's very simple. In Africa, they had a war going on. I can't remember the name of the tribe or the people, but the women got together and said, "We will stop having sex with our men until this war stops." Bam, war over. That's all I'm saying.
Now we're almost to the end of our
that's some powerful
regular
coochie.
schedule.
Yeah, man. All coochie powerful, especially if you can't get none.
Yeah.
Do you have something you want to end us off with?
I appreciate that, Big 12. And I hope one day we'll pick back up on this again, because this need to be said. This need to be sound out. The alarm need to be. It's been going on for a long time. Sound the alarm. It's been going on for a long time for Black folks in America. I don't speak for white folks. I don't speak for Asian folks. I don't speak for the Spanish people. I'm not speaking for the Japanese or the Chinese people. I want to speak to my folks. And who is my folks? The folks that think like me, that act like me. Don't have to act like me, but understand that have true values and have good character. There are great Black folks out there. A lot of great Black men, awesome Black women that's out there. My thing is, if we all could come together and come to an understanding to build a predominantly great business or a grocery store or whatever we can pull together to do. Let me ask you this right here. Let me say this here. Would Black America shop there? Because you got to understand, Mr. Charlie Ice is coated in my eyes, even though it's ice.
Right.
That's the sad. That's a sad scenario.
You got to put a front man out there, man. Yeah, you got to put a little front man out there.
Facts. You're right.
Let me leave you with this, Butch, because Murph, both of y'all have said something tremendously awesome just then. And we could do it. If y'all remember how Black people came together when Deion Primetime Sanders went to Jackson State, every nigga in America was pulling for Jackson State.
Yep.
Until he left and went to Colorado. You had this group go with him. This group got left behind.
Yeah. And Big 12, can I ask you this right here? Can
together
I say
versus that right there? Together.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bud.
And who praised Deion Sanders for going?
Oh, for coming I think Tell us, Butch. Tell who praised him, Butch. Tell Who praised him, Butch?
White America.
There we have it.
Hell yeah.
They praised him for coming. Do you know the money that Colorado was making since that man been out there? And I'm not mad at it.
Imagine that amount of money going to HBCU. We haven't heard anything. Eddie, what's the running back from the Tennessee Titans?
Eddie, yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
He became a coach at Tennessee State.
Michael
I
Vick
think
is
Ed Reed was trying to become a coach. Oh, we got Mr. Rogers back.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Michael
Yes,
Vick
sir.
is about to be a coach at a HBCU, but
and Big 12. He actually thanked Deion Sanders for that too.
this
You
the
think
thing though, Butch. At my job, I ain't heard not a nigga mention Michael Vick. I think the timing was more important than anything because when they say, hey, when the iron is hot, you got to strike.
that's true?
Deion poured the water on the goddamn iron when he went to Colorado.
Mm.
Once he went to Colorado, man, niggas ain't worrying about no black school or them little black boys who had a harder chance of making it.
Mm.
Mm.
So I know you coming back in a little late, Mr. Rogers, but yeah, we was talking about how can if we were wondering if anybody had the solution for black people in America to become once great again.
Yeah, I don't think it's a solution. I think almost like evolution. Our times are coming past. We're gonna birth something totally different. We're gonna give birth as a nation to something totally different. I think the whole black community, black power, black unity is a thing of the past.
Yep.
I really do.
Mr. Rogers, let me ask you this. You was gone off the screen when I was speaking, and I shared with Murph and Big 12 that I believe in my heart I'll be gone. I'll be gone from this world. This is what I shared with them, that black folks are actually going to eclipse themselves back into slavery. As well as they came from kings and queens to be slaves, they're going to come back. They're going to go back. And I believe that it's a possibility they can go back into slavery because prison is growing vastly every day.
I agree. And I won't sit there and say be slavery as in chains and whips, but it'll be almost like a concentration camp.
Yep.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Well, there you have it, guys. We say, but 20, 30 years.
30 years. It's going to happen. You can see it coming. You can see it coming.
You predicted something the other day on the Ron Mills show. I hope you ain't predicting this one. I hope you ain't real accurate with this one.
I didn't know it was going to be fast, Big 12, but it happened. And I got a phone call early this morning and said, how do you know this was going to happen? It's happening. You can see it coming, man. You can see everything coming. And it's coming. Yeah.
Well, fellas, once again, it's been a pleasure, man. We trying to do a little bit more with a little bit less. This has been another production by yours truly, Big 12 with Fix My Black Excellence. We love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, ain't no thing but a chicken wing, man. It's free. It's free.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
All right, fellas.
All right.
Hit it, Murph. I need you to hit it for me, Murph. I need you to hit it for me, Murph.
Dad, turn it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna end that, man.